Hey man, how are you doing? I'm gonna ask you a quick question. How long has it been since you've actually talked to somebody about self-improvement? How long has it been since you've actually had somebody you could actually talk to about your problems, about your issues, about your ambitions, about your goals, most importantly, about the way that you want to live your life now, about the progress that you've made in your journey and how much it means to you? How much did you get to talk about this in the last, I don't know, few months? If you're willing to, let me know in the comments. I'd be really curious to know. But from my experience, man, I'm quite lucky on this side because a while back when I started high school, I met my best friend right now, who is, he's on self-improvement as well. He's a really good guy, and I kind of got him to some extent to actually take self-improvement seriously, and I'm really happy for that. But I can remember the exact time I was walking the exact same road here, the exact same one behind me, a year ago. I was walking the same road a year ago, and I was just wondering how my life was gonna be. Now that I actually started self-improvement, now that I was taking it seriously, I was like, I remember at this time right now, I was literally like going home, and in the morning and at night, I'd be doing like all these morning and night exercises, right? I'd be doing like push-ups, sit-ups, planks, and everything. Bro, I could plank for like 20 minutes straight. I think I could pull 30. And now I'm struggling to like plank for 5 minutes. But yeah, man, like I was genuinely, like, I was starting self-improvement strong. I was watching all these very important videos about self-improvement. I was eating right. I was focusing more on my fitness. I was focusing on more on my mind. Around this time a year ago, as well, as when I quit Discord entirely. I just quit. I never talked to any of my old friends again. Whenever I mentioned I quit Discord, I mentioned that, that I stopped talking to all those people who just made my life shit. And I stopped talking to the people who were, apart from them, I was also making my life shit, right? So I'm gonna take responsibility for that. I was like the main factor, but those people weren't helping either. And so I got rid of them, when I was all on my own. I was just absolutely, I was here at my grandparents. I'm at my grandparents right now with nobody around me. No actual people who I went out with and really was able to connect with, right? That is what I mean. I went out with people several times after that, but I realized this one interesting thing, right, that you probably know about. It's that, I just couldn't really connect with people I felt like I used to. I can't really explain it in such a well coherent way, but like, you just don't really get to find people who have the same standards and expectations as you do. You don't find people who have like this ambitious personality, this ambitious drive to just punch forward. Like a lot of people right now, including my parents, and close family who I see every day, they're always, right now they're not. I think they're starting to get it, but a while back, they were just like always like, why are you pushing yourself so hard? Why are you like limiting everything that you're eating? Why are you only eating this? Why are you only eating that? Why don't you eat this? Why don't you do that? Why don't you just play some video games from time to time? It's fine. Why don't you watch a movie? Come on. And I always explain to them because I don't want to do that anymore, but they never seem to believe it. But they kind of left me alone. It's been a year since then, so I feel like they kind of got used to it. But I never felt like I had anybody to really get close to and really open up about my experiences, about my stuff. To be honest, here on the internet is when I think I actually opened up and I really vocalized all the issues that I felt like I had. Like the main reason why I really started self-improvement, the fact that I was in this shit state in my life where I was fucked over by my trauma. I think that was it. I think that was really what was kind of just keeping me at such a shit state in my life. The fact that I was just being kept behind by all the trauma that I had. And if you want to look more into that, then I just posted a video yesterday talking about it and in its entirety. So you can see that, you can watch that later. But I once I just started self-improvement, once I started fixing my life, once I started taking away all the bullshit. I mean, I had my parents and everybody I was telling me, yeah, that's good, it's fine, that's nice. But I had it like a short period. Like, this is really interesting. I had a short period, when I started self-improvement, but I still had Discord and I was still speaking with all my old friends, right? And I'd be in a call with them, right? And I'd ask my friends, like, hey, what's up? What are you doing? And guess what they were doing, bro? They were playing War Thunder. They were playing Minecraft. They were playing fucking Genshin Impact. That's just fucked up, man. I mean, bro, don't spend your time with people who play Genshin Impact, man. I mean, no disrespect to them, but at the same time, fucking Genshin Impact, bro. Man. So, I ended up being in a call with those people, and I was just asking them, hey, what are you doing? What's up, man? How are you? Hold on. Let me just sit properly here. There we go. Hey, what are you doing, bro? How are you doing? How are things going? And guess what? They all told me, we're playing video games right now. We're playing some fucking whatever. And I think that was one of the moments when I genuinely realized that I no longer had anything in common with those people, because again, as I mentioned before, I think we were all just kind of addicted to the same drug, not a literal drug. I never took any drugs or drank a bunch of alcohol, which I'm very grateful for, but like the drug of mindless brain stimulation, the drug of mindless brain wandering and all these kinds of dopamine inducing shits and everything. I think that was really what, kept us all friends. That is literally what kept, like, the string that just kept our friendships in a place. Like, and once I just cut that string away, I just ripped it off. I no longer play video games. I no longer did any of those things that those people did. I felt alienated. I just felt like I was in this Discord server that I had been in for like 2 years by this point. That I made with a bunch of my older friends that at the time I considered like really good friends and everything. And I just didn't feel like I belonged in there at all. I just didn't feel like I had purpose to be there. I didn't feel like I was doing anything. I just felt like I was wasting my time being in there. And so at some point I realized, well, yeah, okay, if I leave this server, then I'm essentially leaving behind all my friends. And if I do that, then Discord, like, that's what Discord is. Well, that's why I used it. So why should I even use Discord anymore? So I wrote like a nice message in which I literally told them all about what the hell was happening and how literally this fucking social media bullshit and everything that's going on just has us by the damn balls, right? Like, we're just being fucking controlled by those people. Like, it sounds weird. It sounds like a fucking conspiracy, but it's true. Every time you waste time on social media, every time you waste any kind of resource on social media or on video games or on whatever the fuck mindless stimulation, like stupid fucking stimulations, you're wasting your life away, man. You're wasting your fucking capacity to think. You're destroying your attention span. You're destroying all those things. You're not where you could be, man, And I realized that. I realized, man, like, this is not how I want to live. This is not the life that I want to live. And so I ended up just kind of really, I changed everything, right? I changed everything. I left Discord. I left all my friends behind. And I was on my own. And for the first while, I felt a bit negative, I think for a little while I was like, fuck me, why did I do that? Now I don't have any friends. Now I don't have a place to belong to. Although, that I rarely spoke to those people, like, in the past days due to that message and the time I left. Like, I didn't really speak to those people that much at all, right? Because I just didn't have anything to talk to them about. Like, we didn't have any kind of shared interests, any kind of ambitions. We didn't really have anything in common. And so I just didn't really know what I could fucking talk about. I didn't know what I could say. And so I left, and for the first time ever since I started self-improvement, I was completely on mine. I was at my grandparents again. I was just sitting in this kind of darkish room. It was kind of late. It was like what, 8 p.m. or something. So it was kind of dark outside. It was a bit like the lights were kind of dim, and I was just alone in my room, and I thought to myself, man, is this how is this how it feels now? Is this how I'm supposed to feel for the rest of my self-improvement journey? Am I just supposed to be feeling so dull and weird and alienated? Is this how am I gonna live my life? Is this how things are gonna happen? But no, time passes by and things change, and they did for me. I mean, I put in the work after that. I kept focusing. I kept really putting up ambition and just focusing and focusing and focusing. And visualizing my goals, visualizing my success, visualizing my failure, seeing what would happen if I just failed. And I pulled through and I made some nice progress. I mean, not everything that I could have done, because I could have done a lot more, and I can still do a lot more. I'm not where I want to be, in terms of my potential, in terms of my actions. I am not as close. I'm not close at all to what I want to be. And so I think this is like a really interesting thing. I mean, I have this attitude where I just think to myself, I'm literally to like somebody who's just starting self-improvement. Maybe my life would seem perfect. Like I have no more addictions. I have no more fucking bullshit just holding me back mentally or physically. I'm a free man, and I look decent. I look decent. I have a decent mind. I can think. I can focus for more than an hour. I can do like these nice things, but like to myself right now, I just feels like I'm not where I want to be. This is not anywhere close to where I could be. And so, you know, I struggled really to find people who I could relate to on that level, people who thought to themselves, yeah, I am not anywhere close to where I want to be right now. I'm just kind of existing. I'm really just on my own here. I don't know, like I really, really don't want to end up being the same person that I was or anywhere close. So I just want to do more, and I want to do more, and I want to make more progress, and I want to do all these other things. And yet, there's still a lot more to go. And, I never had a person who I could talk to about all of this. I never had a person who I could genuinely just be like, look, man, I like where I am right now, but I want to do so much more. Like, if I would go to the random person, I mean, I've met people and I've befriended people, and after this initial self-improvement loneliness time, in which I had like, it lasted like several months, right? Which I was just literally on my own. I was at home. I was absolutely cut off from anyone. Like, I didn't really have Discord. I didn't have anything. Yeah, I still had WhatsApp, and I could have messaged a bunch of people, but I didn't. Those people, they probably forgot about me. So I was completely on my own to some extent, right? And I think that was a really nice period of my life. I mean, although it was a bit frustrating, definitely. I mean, because this self-improvement loneliness that is really going on, and it's really affecting all of us to some extent, who are actually putting in the work and who are actually putting in the effort to become better. But we don't really have like those people around us daily who support us and who actually do the same as we do. I mean, I have a bunch of support from my family, right? But man, it doesn't feel the same when I just see them. They're like, "Yeah, that's so good that you're living healthy," but then they end up like getting like a huge pack of ice cream, and then like they start eating it and shit, and we're not on the same level, man. I mean, we have different mindsets. I mean, they're happy for me that I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm living the life. I'm trying to live the life that I want to live, and they're happy for me and they support me, but at the same time they can't really relate all that much to my life. And so, to some extent, in that kind of domain, I'm on my own. But yeah, again, I found a person who, in school, my actually like the fucking classmate that I sit in, like my desk mate, literally he's on self-improvement as well, and he's been making great progress in the past while. I'm just so proud of him, and I made this video in hopes of really reminding people out there that, like you're always gonna have this initial period of solitude, maybe, in which you're gonna be left alone with your own thoughts and your own actions. You're gonna be left alone with your own desires and your own mistakes and your own failures and successes and all these kinds of different things, right? But it passes. Like, and I think you shouldn't really see it. I mean, I think it really depends on how you see it, man. If you see it as like some negative thing that really is gonna hold you back or something, I mean, it's not gonna be that good. But bro, if you just tell yourself, hey, okay, well, it's not like that. I'm kind of on my own, but it's nice because I get to grow and I get to focus on my own mind and my own body like full time. It's like a full time job that you don't have anyone else interrupting, right? And that's just such a nice thing. So that's what I had for a while, and then I started just feeling the sense of, hey, I mean, yeah, I'm doing good progress and everything, but I would like, to have somebody else who I could share this progress with, who I could just tell them, oh man, today I went to the gym and I lifted this much weight, and today I went out and I could have eaten like all this sugar and all this junk food, but I just didn't. I didn't want to, and I just didn't feel like I wanted to do it anymore. I saw this cute girl on the street and I didn't really have any fucked up thoughts about her anymore. I wanted somebody to just be able to like share these things with, and I feel like a lot of us do. I feel like this is something that a lot of people are really struggling with, especially like the people who are on self-improvement. Like, you're here, you're changing your mindset, you're living a better life, but consequentially, you don't really have other people who are doing the same in your life. And that's sad. That's really sad. And although, it's not the end of the world. Again, it's not the fucking end of the world, especially, I mean, considering I managed to fix this by literally finding this guy in school, like my fucking desk mate, bro. And although he wasn't perfect, he was like watching all these videos. He still had like TikTok and all these kinds of social medias when we met, like a year ago. And almost a year ago, it'll be several months, right, until it'll be like a year, I think, in September, right? He still had all these social medias and everything, but I saw potential in him. I mean, he just started going to the gym. He started like actually getting fit. He liked nature to some extent, though, and everything. And I saw potential, and I thought to myself, look, man, I know that I shouldn't really try to change people because it's not gonna work, but I'm gonna make an effort for this guy. Especially he's my desk mate, bro. I'm gonna like see him every day for the rest of high school, right? Like, I might as well try. And I tried, and it was a bit difficult at first, but I made it through, man. And I managed to make this guy understand just how important and how meaningful self-improvement is. And just, he got onto it fully, and now he's such an amazing person, and he's grown so much. And I'm just so proud of him. And just know that, this self-improvement loneliness, it's temporary. I mean, up to the point where you start growing some sort of success, when you start growing some sort of income, maybe you can literally start traveling, you can start going to other places and meeting other people. And I think that's amazing because that gives you the opportunity, to meet other people across the globe, across the country, across the continent, across everywhere, and just meet up with them. I mean, we have technology, we have like fucking. I mean, I've heard this kind of point of view before, but I never really dug it because I was like, man, I don't know. I don't want to end up just wasting a bunch of time on my phone again, like video chatting or messaging people. But, when you have like people who are genuinely on self-improvement as well, when you have people who are genuinely ambitious, who have ambition, who want to change their lives, and you're talking to those people and you're video chatting with them and you're talking about all kinds of things, bro, I think it's worth it, man. I think it's worth spending some time with those kinds of people. And, for this exact reason, I've made a Discord server. And, you might think to yourself, well, that's weird. I mean, it's kind of hypocritical of you to do that. I mean, you've literally just, after everything that you've talked shit about Discord for so long, but it's not about Discord, man. I mean, Discord can be used in a very nice, productive way, but it's about the people that you have on Discord. It's about the fucking influences that you have in your life. right? And so I made a new account because I deleted my old one in August last year. And I made a server, and now it's here, and we've got like 5 people in there already. I mean, considering like the fucking traffic this channel gets, 5 people in a day, it's like pretty damn good. It's pretty nice. And I'm looking forward to having more people in there. I'm looking forward to actually building this sort of vibrant community with people just like me, just like you, who just have so much in common, who like just want to live better lives, and who want to improve, and who want to help their families, and who want to do all these amazing things. And and that's why I made that Discord server. I thought to myself, look, just because I have some fucked up fears because of some experiences that I had a while back, I'm gonna push for those fears. I'm gonna push for this initial discomfort of having to make the Discord server and have to be there and have to literally just see the fucking Discord icon on my phone. That, I don't know, it just seems horrible, to have the Discord icon on my phone again. But I'm making the sacrifice for those people, man. I mean, it's worth it. It's fucking worth it, and having like, hold on, there's an ant. Get the hell out of here, ant. There we go. It's worth it to actually have all these kinds of people in your life, and that's why I'm making this sacrifice, of actually getting Discord again and using it, because it's a great platform, especially for things like these. And a lot of people have it, right? So we might as well use it. And so if you want to join the Discord server, bro, it's in the link is in the not in the comments. It's in the description, right? You can find the link in the description, and I put it there, and it's all, like the Discord server is small. It has like 5 channels in total, like 2 voice channels and like 3 text channels and everything. But it's, I like it simple, and I like it normal, right? I don't want to end up making this huge place with bots and shit where you can just kind of spam shit and just spend all day in Discord doing nothing. Like, once I joined this Discord server, this self-improvement Discord server, and I was just like, there were just a bunch of people in there, bro, who had like, I would like sometimes check it, and they were always online, bro. Like, those people, I don't think they would get off Discord for the entirety of the day. Like, they'd just been there talking about NoFap and semen retention and shit, but they were like all fucking wasting their time on Discord. And that was basically my initial fear for making the Discord channel. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make it sure it's gonna be nice, I'm gonna have friends, but am I gonna end up wasting my fucking time again? And I thought to myself, fuck no, I'm not. I'm not gonna fucking waste my time again. I'm not gonna just piss myself over with a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of like, no. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna talk to those people. I'm not gonna have any other distractions. I'm not gonna join any of their Discord server. I'm not gonna do anything else. No, I'm just gonna be there, and I'm gonna live. I'm gonna enjoy my fucking life. I'm gonna enjoy speaking to people who share the same interests as I do, and being close to those people. I mean, if we get like 50 people in that Discord server, bro, it's 50 of us. It's 50 of us, and like the world is so big, and there's just like 50 of us, man. And that's such a nice thing. Hold on, can you see my face though? Or maybe am I blind? I don't know. Yeah, I think you can see my face. It's fine. 50 people, bro. Imagine like having a Discord server filled with 50 people who you know so well, that you just talk to on a daily basis, that you share all your like progress with, and you all grow together, and you all keep each other accountable. That's just amazing, man. And I want that. And so that's why I went over this initial fear of actually having to make the Discord server and be in it, and kind of have to check messages every once in a while, see if anything's up. It's part of the journey, man. It's part of the journey to face your fears and go past them. And so that's what I'm doing. So, if you want kind of a break from all this self-improvement, grind set, alpha male, lone wolf shit, bro, join the damn Discord server. Let's talk. Let's be friends for once, bro. Let's be fucking honest with each other. Let's be actually present and kind and ambitious and masculine together, bro. I mean, come on. I mean, there's not a better purpose to life, you know, than to actually live it and to make good relationships and build amazing good relationships with other people, then I don't know what it would be. I don't know. And so yeah, you know, if again, this, like, the link is in the description, just check it out there. And yeah, man, I'll see you next time. Good luck.